Chris from Let's Grow Veganic. First video that I might be putting on YouTube. We'll see. And, not too rehearsed or anything. I figured just do one here in the garden. But mostly, this is going out to everyone that's in the Learn Veganics course. Meg and Steph, you guys put on the course. It was awesome. I loved it. Still going through the course material a little bit here and there. But anyways, I thought I'd do a little quick update video on the garden. As some of you may know, I kind of redid. I had some garden beds in my backyard here. Let's see. Take the camera off me myself. As you can see, a lot of stuff is growing well. Some stuff not the best, but I'm still happy overall. This big U-shaped garden, I had the general U-shaped that I did the last, I want to say 3 years. And this year I decided to revamp it after hearing about the self-fertilizing style through the course. So I kind of did it as a combination of lasagna gardening style. Made the mounds. I was in the end, a little short on leaves, and a lot of them have broken down. So the mulch layer is much thinner than I normally have, but I did just pick up some hay for very cheap, $4 a bale. I also sourced some stuff earlier, about a month or so ago, locally, but getting the bales of hay, much easier to get a bigger quantity. So anyways, yeah, quick rundown. We got, for being the first year starting this garden all over, I didn't have any perennials in it, so it was basically a clean slate for this U-shaped garden part. So we got a lot of different strawberries. Wasn't so successful with my beets and carrots, but there is a few of them in there. I got some tomatoes, and I've also got some beans. A lot of beans failed early because we had like a terribly wet spring that was very cold. And I know in BC everyone says, yeah, it's really wet, which it is, but this was way worse than normal. So, not saying, hey, I might need to edit out some stuff. Anyways, yeah, not a big deal. Just roll with it. Yeah, so everything, the pumpkins are growing great. Oh yeah, I got my arch trellises. I'll take you for a quick view over there, but before I move, you can see these string lines I did up to my cedar hedges. Never mind, I got a little bit of junk I'm still working on cleaning up. Some stuff's like those metal posts. I'm going to use them for my strawberries because right now there's some very thin sticks that are falling over as they're acting as a bit of a trellis right now. Anyways, I have a blueberry plant and some garlic, and yeah, I got picked up a lot of plants for free this year. A lot of people gave me some plants. I got 3 blueberry plants from a lady that was moving for $10. That's very cheap. One of them's doing pretty good. This one's not doing so well. Yes, I got a lot of morning glory. Trying to pick that, or maybe it's strangleweed or something like that. But yeah, I'm trying to give it more water. I think I wasn't watering it enough earlier. And I think the cedar trees, even though they're quite established, like they've been here for a long time, I do think they do suck up a lot of water. So I have to be I know it's not the best location, but it's a free spot I had, and I just wanted to get them in the ground instead of having them hang around in a pot for too long. Anyways, I got my first year raspberries that I had 2 different friends give me different canes. For being their first year, they're doing pretty good. This comfrey plant is actually looking not very good. I don't know. All the rest of the comfrey Bocking 14 variety I got, most of it's doing good, but I do see getting a little bit of this white leafy stuff, but I think, hey, maybe that's just sign that I need to do the chop and drop real soon. I got some asparagus that a friend gave me that I transplanted not the most ideal time of year, but it looks like this one's done well. There's another one, I think I divide it into 4 sections, 4 clumps, and I think it's 3 out of 4 look like they took. One does not look like it did. Yeah, we got some tomatoes, we got, let's see, I need to do some chopping and dropping with the comfrey, but I do also have a garbage can full of comfrey tea that I got going on. It's very stinky. I'm not sure if my neighbor is going to like me using it because it does stink a lot. I heard people say it stinks on like YouTube videos and stuff, and I was like, people are probably exaggerating, but it really does stink. So I don't know if I'm going to continue doing it. We'll see. I don't know. I got to try it out, and who knows, I might change my mind on it. Got some tomatoes that kind of took off on me. Haven't been staking them up quite to where they need to be. They're kind of flopping around. Everything's a little wild. The rhubarb that I got just a little plant last year came back and it's doing amazing. We've actually harvested a lot from it already. Just like 2 weeks ago, we thinned it out quite a bit and it's still looking amazing. So one thing I'm liking is I do have more perennials in the garden this year. Still a lot of annuals. I think each year probably we'll be adding more perennials. I got some chives, just a little in that corner, and then a little bit over there. My kids love eating them. Yeah, I've got garlic that isn't doing the best this year, but I do have a lot in different spots. I've also got oh yeah, I found, I forget the name of this. It's a nitrogen fixing flowering, it's a legume. I'm forgetting the name. It was on the side of the road and I dug it up and it was way bigger, but the main part died back, which you can see right here. There might even be some seeds in there. But anyways, it's already sending up new stuff. I can't remember the name, but it's a gorgeous looking flower. This one's kind of a purple variety, and we also have a pink variety in our yard. I also planted one somewhere else too. More, and then also got some more comfrey, and got lots of pumpkins. I did have some beets in here that are kind of completely blocked out. I had a whole bunch of garlic that this bed, actually a lot of the garlic this year really suffered. A lot of it kind of rotted out. This bed in particular, all of it was rotten. I just recently pulled it. I have a bunch of garlic there too that this weekend I'm gonna pull a bunch and dry it. But oh yeah, this right now, kind of jumping all over the place with this video here. Sorry guys, if anyone's actually watching this whole thing. This is my arch trellis. I added onto it this year. Last year was the front section. I actually really love. It sounds, I don't know. It's kind of like, this is like one of my favorite things in the garden is this trellis. Even though they don't match up height-wise, like this concrete, what do they call it? Concrete mesh. It's not galvanized, so it does, you can see, you know, let's see, focus. It's got some surface rust, as you can see. Doesn't want to focus on it too much. But yeah, it works great. I joined them up, just 2 straight pieces. And actually this is better for myself because you can see I'm 6'1". I can walk under this quite easily without having to worry. This section, because it was left over from my fencing project last year, I purposely bought too much because I wanted to do it, but I only needed like, I think 3 feet. But this one's a lot closer for me. If I walk without crouching down at all, my hair just touches a little bit. Not a big deal. Still totally works. But yeah, this isn't even fully grown. I got a lot of different beans. I got lots of pumpkins coming up. They're all small sugar pumpkins. Grew them for the first time last year. they did amazing, and we had pumpkin pie and lots of different soups and stews with pumpkins, and yeah. Um, I have some peas that are, some of them are still doing. The ones in the trellis area, these are like a shorter variety. Some of them are still producing a bit, but a lot of peas are starting to die off. Let's see. This tree was here when I moved here. Um, a hibiscus tree. It's really nice when it flowers. Bees absolutely love it. Um, so it's a little bit of a later summer bun, but you can see tons of blooms. My wife really loves it. She was so worried about how I pruned it back this year. Last year too, actually, but this year I pruned it back even more, opened it up, got really good airflow inside, at least I think so. And she was like, you went way too much, but I think it's looking like it's gonna do great. I got pumpkins that are, I just draped them to the side because I am going to have them come up this wood pallet and then down this side. I'm not quite done. I am going to drill a few holes and put some strings because obviously they're not going to do much. And this is, oh yeah, just I had an old metal table that it had a glass top that broke a few years ago, but I thought, oh, I can use that metal frame. So this was the inner part, this was the outside, and now it's going to be reused for a trellis with a wooden pallet that I had too. So just some zap straps holding it all together. It's quite solid. And then when the pumpkins are done, I can take it apart, put it on the side of the house so it's out of the way. So, and then let's see. Garlic. Almost kind of a monoculture bed here. Granted, I did try doing some peas, which, they are kind of going. These little trellises I did, they didn't, some of them actually gripped on. Oh yeah, some of them are doing okay. But yeah, it's not very much a variety in there. Let's see, and then I have a few potted plants. I have my fig tree that I had, the reason this is all up is I had peas growing around it that my fig tree I thought for sure was dying this year completely, and it's come back to life. So it's still a very young tree, but this winter a lot of people's fig trees, even mature fig trees around here, have died completely because it was very cold. Sounds like I'm doing a lot of complaining, but climate change is real. Some different parts of the world are getting more extremes different times. I don't know, this year, not just saying it's us, but this year, this part of BC definitely, I think, got hit kind of hard, going from that super hot summer last year to floods and very wet winter. It's hot right now, but this is, nothing like last summer when we had like over 40 degrees for some of the time. I'm staring at persimmon tree. A little bit sad that it's dropping lots and lots of its flowers, but the tree itself is looking healthy. I know last year it dropped a lot of flowers. I'm hoping to get a few fruits. We got 4 from last year. The reason I don't have any of these trees planted, and this is an Italian plum. Still has some of the peas growing on it, and we got some kale plants and Swiss chard growing around it. All of them had peas. This one had tons of peas growing all over it till just recently. You can see a little bit of the remnants left over. Reason I don't have any of the trees in the ground is because this was a parking pad, and I've slowly been transforming it with wood chips, and so the top layer, but it's very, very hard ground. I do have a hole that I started digging. This is not, I got this pot in the way right now, but you can see kind of what I'm dealing with. That's only down, I think that was about 10 inches, but that took pry bar, a pickaxe. I was working at, like, it's actually embarrassing how long it took. And I do construction work at work, so I'm used to doing some heavy work, but this was some of the hard, like really very packed ground. And then this pear tree that a friend gave me this year, it is not doing too well. And I tried digging the hole even larger than that and going down till I found some soil that looked decent and put a lot of compost in there. But I'm kind of wondering if even that, the roots just have a hard time getting out. I'm not sure. It looks like there's some sort of disease. So I don't know if this is going to make it. And I'm really hoping it's not going to spread to my other trees. My plum tree, Italian plum. It's got a bit of leaf curl right now. It doesn't look the same, but I'm a little worried. What if it's getting the same thing? Yeah, big pile of wood chips. I have been hauling it in my hatchback car. Fold down the back seats, take out the kids' seats, threw down a tarp. Maybe I'll put a picture up. It was pretty awesome. Been using my car as a truck for the last couple of years, a lot of the time. So I've only got this area left just to tidy up the backyard, and then this left for wood chips. And so I have a plan. I'm gonna do, this will be another garden bed. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna try. I'm almost ruling out putting trees in the ground anymore, seeing how that pear tree is not thriving. So I might just try to build up with doing some good mounds of lasagna garden style, lots of mulch, and maybe next year or in the fall plant some more bushes. And I don't know, I do really want to have fruit trees, not just growing in pots, kind of ugly ones. I tried painting them, but the paint's peeling, so they're not looking the greatest. But I also got not a tree house, a greenhouse this year. Not for free, I had to pay for it, but $150, which is not bad at all. I did have to put new plastic on it, and pressure washed it and cleaned it up. So I have a whole bunch of banana plants that I've been kind of doing for a few years as a hobby. They're looking much better now, but it was late in the season starting, so I did banana boxes just to get some beds going, some soil, thin layers of grass on top. I've got cucumbers and peppers and tomatoes. I know not as much variety in here, but this is just wanted to get more stuff, more plants growing. And I've been selling off some banana plants, and it's turned into a little bit of a money maker thing. I got some watermelon and cantaloupe seedlings starting very, very late, but I had some leftover seeds, and the ones I planted earlier in the year did not work. And then I was like, well, I got the greenhouse now, let's just see what happens. They'll have the best chance in the greenhouse. So not, I'm trying to do permaculture, veganic permaculture. Well, not, yeah, I am doing it veganic for everything, but not quite all the way permaculture for everything, but go in that direction. It's the greenhouse. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on here. So yeah, this is the back area. Oh yeah, and these are the 5 bales of hay I just got. So a few months ago, everyone was selling hay for like over $20 a bale. So the guy was selling it for $4 a bale, which is very cheap, because now all the local hay around here, people are selling between $8 and $10 a bale. And he said, oh, it's too dry for animals. Not many animals like eating it. I'm like, well, it's not a problem for me, because I'm going to be feeding it to the garden. So, yeah. Anyhow, my video ended up being way, way longer than I intended. Rambled much more, but just thought I'd share. And now it's time to get back to work. This is why I usually don't do videos, because I end up not doing as much work as I want. Anyhow, I'd love to see what everyone else is up to with their gardens and projects they got going on. I do have some more. I've got some potatoes growing at a friend's house for the summer. I did that magic potato style because not a lot of potatoes going here. I do have some front yard plants too. Maybe I'll share in another video. All right, anyways, take care. Have a good day or night, whatever time of the day it may be for you. Okay, bye.